We're fortunate to be joined by the Chief Executive Officer of Victoria, Brendan McClements. Brendan, thank you very much for speaking to WION. How has your experience been in India so far?
It's been a terrific experience, as it always has been in India. It's such an amazing place to come, and Victoria and Melbourne has been very warmly received in our time here.
Well, Brendan, we all know about Melbourne as a great sporting destination, especially for India. Whenever you think about India-Australia relations, the first thing that comes to mind is cricket. And the MCG has been the stage for several iconic Indian victories. And of course, there's another India-Australia match coming up. Should we expect another full house?
I'm hoping so, absolutely hoping so. I think the 31st of October in Melbourne. I've got no doubt will be another massive crowd to watch two fantastic teams in Australia's sporting capital.
Absolutely. And when, India has so many tennis fans as well, and Melbourne is the stage for the Australian Open. So as Visit Victoria, how are the preparations going for the Australian Open in 2026?
We're really on track. It's been growing and growing, the Australian Open. And before we get to the Australian Open, of course, we have Boxing Day test with the Ashes and England versus Australia, and we're all supporting Australia, I hope, along this one. Certainly after seeing the amazing series in England. So what we are seeing is actually quite a lot of interest from India travelling to Melbourne for the Boxing Day test. So both the Boxing Day test and the Australian Open tennis, we're in great shape. We think they're going to be fantastic events yet again.
Well, and of course, as you said, Melbourne also hosts the Formula One Grand Prix, and another global sporting event that is coming to Melbourne is the NFL. So are you looking at tie-ups with, say, other global leagues as well, say the NBA or things like that?
Certainly, that's certainly in the plans, and we're lucky enough actually in October the New Orleans Pelicans will come down and play at Rod Laver Arena where they play the Australian Open, so in a couple of games against two of the local teams. So we've got a real interest in global leagues like that playing in Melbourne, and hopefully the NFL is just the start of more to come in that space.
Well, yes, and of course, when it comes to Victoria, it's also a great sporting sort of cultivator of sporting talent. Yes. You have Shane Warne, the late great Shane Warne, who of course came from Australia. So, and for the 2032 Olympics as well, which is going to be a national event. So, is there some way which Victoria is contributing to something that is going to be a huge global event in Australia?
Well, that'll be very interesting as preparations get underway. Certainly in Sydney in its Olympics, Melbourne hosted many of the opening games in football, in soccer. So we'll engage with Brisbane 2032 at the appropriate moment, but we'd like to think that the facilities we have in Melbourne could be used for the benefit of the state again, for the benefit of the country again, and certainly football and perhaps cricket, which as we understand in the Olympics as well. We have a stadium with a roof, so it's an opportunity that we will be engaging with Brisbane about when the time's right.
Well, Brendan, hopefully the India and Australia sporting and tourism connection only grows. Thank you so much for speaking to us, and hopefully we'll get a chance to speak to you again.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.